Tim Music, thanks so much for joining me today for Toolbox Talks. How are you?
I'm doing well today. How are you today?
Doing well, thanks. Well, really appreciate you coming, taking some time out of your day to tell us more about yourself and your company and the role you have there.
Yeah, well, I work with Precision Home and Office Deliveries. We're a sister company of ASL Distribution, and we're responsible for delivering close to 100,000 packages a day for a number of different large e-commerce customers. In the past couple of weeks, we maybe hired about 150 to 200 drivers. We've increased our volumes by 2.5 times what we were doing a few months ago. And with that, has to be a whole lot of new drivers. And yeah, we've been using EdApp to do a lot of the training for that. And it's been working out really well so far.
Right, that was just going to lead me to my next question. So you're using microlearning to train all of these new drivers as well as existing to learn what exactly?
Yeah, so our onboarding process right now needs to be quick. We have to hit the ground running with these drivers, minimal amount of hands-on training. So when we do our interviews online and get their paperwork and their documents all set up, we send them the link to the microlearning site via EdApp, and we kind of get them started even before they start with us and have them go through all of the training courses that we have online. I think we have about 17 different lessons that we use right now to develop for the new driver. And before they ever hit the road, they have to get their certificate that they've done that online training. Once they come in with their certificate and paperwork, we'll spend some time with our supervisors and management team. They'll shadow another driver for a little bit, and they'll be hit the road the very next day. The response has been fantastic. It's nice for the new drivers to come into their day one of their jobs and not feel like everything is so alien and new. By virtue of them having gone through the micro lessons prior to this, they already have a sense of what the job really will be all about and what to expect. Yeah, I did look around a little bit into what the rest of the kind of competitive landscape might offer. And one of the things that really stood out with EdApp that I found, just sets you apart from everybody else was the gamification aspects of what you can put into the lessons themselves and that, not just delivering content, but you're also getting a little bit more engagement out of the users. It really gets that user engaged at a different level than they normally would be if they were just reading through slides. Starting from scratch, if you have a lot of information that you want to convey, can seem like a bit of a daunting task at first. The one thing that really helped me out a lot was really to kind of storyboard some of the things that I wanted to cover off on, create kind of an outline, list the topics you want to discuss, and then kind of work towards the content from there. So you take the smaller steps and then dig deeper and deeper into those steps until you get the full content you're looking for. And don't be afraid to explore the different types of options that you have in terms of delivering your content, and try to mix it up and not just, do screenshots and things like that. Include things like videos and the gamification and other things that really will just make things pop a little bit more than they normally would anyways. We started with one concept, and then once we understood what the tool could do for us, we realized that there was a lot more that we can actually utilize for this tool. So, in terms of just training drivers, now I'm looking at putting courses together for managers, for new managers, or how to understand our profit and loss statements, and a whole other different slew of training needs that we find will hopefully be able to be delivered via the EdApp. And you know what? Now I've got some team members that are also looking into it. So I'm not the sole content provider. And I think in time, the vision is really to utilize this in a number of different interesting ways.